You mentioned that you're gonna leave Japan, right? Like, why are you leaving Japan?
I'm leaving Japan because I came to Japan 4 years ago. Unfortunately, I actually just booked my flights home yesterday.
Something I'm not gonna miss about Japan is for sure.
Can you recap your life in Japan? 2 years? How was it? Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Takashi. So today I'm going to interview people who are leaving Japan. Why did you decide to move out of Japan? Okay, let's get started. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Malena. I'm 24 years old and I come from Spain. And I'm currently living in Tokyo because I am studying Japanese and I'm also a Spanish assistant. I'm staying here for 3 months.
Hi guys, so I'm from France. I've been in Japan since 5 months and I'm studying international business in Tokyo, Japan.
Hi, I'm from Australia, Melbourne, and I've been living in Japan for the past 8 months now, and I leave around next month.
Hi, I'm Jimena. I'm from Spain. I have been here 2 years. I'm studying and I'm working. I will leave Japan next month.
Hello guys, my name is Giovanna. I'm from Brazil. I'm almost 3 years here living in Japan.
Hi, my name is Roxy. I am half Japanese, half Persian. I was born and raised in the UK and I came to Japan 4 years ago. Unfortunately, I actually just booked my flights home yesterday.
You mentioned that you're gonna leave Japan, right? Like, why are you leaving Japan?
I'm leaving Japan because I got a scholarship, so I'm going to move abroad. There are two particular reasons. The first is my career. I believe that going back to London, which is where I'm from, there are going to be better opportunities in terms of my legal profession. And the second is family. I really miss them. I think being in Japan for so long, it is really difficult to go back and see them often. And I think as someone who prioritizes family, I think it's really important for me to go back and see them.
I see.
I'm on working holiday visa, and my visa is expiring next month.
I decided to back Spain because I miss my family and I think Japanese lifestyle is kind of stressful for me. So I need to
Okay.
I need to relax with my family, doing whatever I want and maybe come back with another lifestyle.
I'm leaving Japan because I'm gonna be done with studying and also my visa is gonna be expired in a couple of months.
I came to Japan to actually study here and now almost graduating, so that's why I'm going back.
Can you recap your life in Japan? 2 years? How was it?
Very stressful because I go to school on the morning and on the afternoon I'm going to my part-time job. I don't have enough time for myself and enjoying this city.
Before coming to Japan, I had this idea that I would really fit in the society, in the Japanese society, and that would be really easy, because I've been to many countries and I lived to different countries, Turkey, France, US. But when I came to Japan, I immediately felt the cultural shock, the real cultural differences. Even after 5 months, you will never feel like you're a part of the society. And even though you're getting the passport, the citizenship, you will never feel completely integrated to the Japanese society. That's kind of what I felt here.
Since it was my first experience living alone as an adult by myself, it was pretty challenging. So when I came here, I was really afraid of everything. I didn't know how things were going to work since I didn't speak the language that well. So I think I'm stronger than I was when I came here. And also I'm able to deal with kinds of problems I wasn't, because when you're living with your family, you're kind of protected.
Japanese can be more indirect compared to back home, where people are more open.
Right.
So it feels a bit lonely sometimes in Japan. But in a city like Tokyo, maybe not as much. Because I didn't come here for anime, I went around the countrysides and stuff, more rural. And that's something really nice that I did compared to other foreigners and stuff.
I feel like I'm constantly surrounded by a lot of stimuli and I'm a person who needs that. But now I feel a little bit overstimulated. So
Tokyo?
Yeah, because of Tokyo. I've noticed that Japanese people get on the train and they sit down, and as soon as they sit down, they just go into full sleep mode.
Right.
So they kind of switch off, and 3 seconds before the stop, they magically wake up. And it's whoa, that requires some high-level ninja skills. At the same time, I feel like there's more to that than meets the eye. Japanese people use that time they spend on public transportation so they can take a rest from the intense work ethic.
The quality of life in Tokyo is unmatched. The cost of living is pretty affordable. London is very expensive at the moment. We have an issue called the cost of living crisis. Everything is super expensive. And honestly, Tokyo is so easy to live in. The streets are clean. It is such a beautiful city, so much to do. And yeah, I'm really going to miss it.
How do you feel about leaving Japan?
I'm excited to go back because I really miss my country. But at the same time, I feel Japan is just my home. So I feel like it's not a goodbye, It doesn't matter where I will be. I know I'll be happy and I will be successful. So good things are coming. I'm a really positive person always. So.
I only been here 2 years and I met friends, but I don't feel I have, best friends. I really miss that, company, my friends, my family.
What about the Spanish or foreign friends you made here?
To make friends, the bad part is in one point they will leave.
I feel like I really want to stay here. I feel like I didn't see enough, and I feel like I have so much more to explore and experience here. Even though it's 1 year, I feel like I could stay here 5 years more.
If you could, you would extend.
Definitely, yeah. I would stay here for sure.
Definitely sad leaving Japan. It feels like home now, living here for so long. I'll definitely come again for sure. But I cannot say it feels very nice to leave Japan. Bit sad and stuff.
Do you have any plans to come back?
Yes, I do have plans to come back for sure.
It depends. And the reason is because it depends on multitude of factors. It depends on if I'm able to it depends on my job over here, it depends on the kind of salary I might, receive. And it also depends on who I end up with.
Right.
If they are Japanese or half Japanese, of course, I would love to come back to live in Japan. And yeah, it's such a beautiful city and I would love to come back.
I feel kind of sad because it was such a short period of time. I didn't have enough time to explore all the hidden gems and immerse myself in the culture that much. But I don't think I could live here for a very long period of time. At least not working, but I'm definitely coming back because I want to improve my Japanese.
Yeah, I definitely want to live here again, but I'm not sure when. But when it's something I want to do, I just do it. I feel like, just like I told before, Japan is my home. So yes, I want to live here. Yeah, I think if I go back to Brazil, I would have more opportunities when it comes to jobs. But if I get a really good opportunity job here, I would definitely stay.
Some of the interviews mentioned learning Japanese is really important if you want to live here. And honestly, I agree. Japanese isn't easy, and I still struggle with some kanji myself. But even speaking just a little bit of Japanese can completely change your experience here. It helps you connect with people, understand the culture better, and just feel more at home. One of the easiest way to start is by learning with a private tutor, because you need some guidance on how to start properly. And I highly recommend checking out Preply. They have over 1,500 Japanese tutors, so you can find someone who fits your goals. Whether you're studying for JLPT, need Japanese for work, or just want to get better at everyday conversation, you'll find a good match. The key to learning any languages is consistency. I had no background in English, but daily practice helped me get to this level. So now it's your turn to start learning Japanese. And with Preply, it'll be a lot more efficient to learn. You can get 50% off your first lesson by clicking the link in the description. Okay, let's get back to interviews. So what are you gonna miss about Japan?
So honestly, I am going to miss the people. The people is what makes the experience. And during my time here, honestly, I was able to meet some of the most amazing, intelligent, brilliant people who are charismatic. And being friends with them and getting the opportunity to work with such people, it's an experience that honestly I will treasure for the rest of my life. And I'm really going to miss my friends here.
It is so clean, it is so safe, and people are just so respectful here. That it is so enjoyable to live here on a daily basis, and I don't really mind not feeling treated as a national, as a Japanese. I don't mind. If I'm enjoying my life on a daily basis, doesn't matter.
It's very normal in Japan to do things by your own, like going to a coffee shop, a restaurant, and maybe
even dinner, even restaurant. People go by themselves.
Yeah, I really going to miss that from Japan because I really enjoy to do things by my own and travel also. So
I'm gonna miss the safety for sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because I can go alone a late night and probably nothing's gonna happen with me because it's really safe. And also the transportation is so good. So you can go all around Japan with a train by train, and also the convenience. Here is just so convenient. You have convenience stores everywhere.
They're actually convenient
Right.
in Japan, and you can pay through convenience and stuff. And I love that about Japan. That's something I really miss personally.
What's something you not gonna miss about Japan?
Something I'm not gonna miss about Japan is for sure, I would say like the double face of the people. Sometimes it's really hard to know what the other person is thinking about you. And yeah, it's very hard to feel this deep connection with other people. They're always gonna be polite and they're always gonna be like very respectful, but you don't really know like if the person likes you or not.
Like if you tell someone you're having some kind of trouble and problem or whatever, depending on the person, they're just gonna say, "Oh, but it's gonna be okay," blah blah blah. But they don't really care about your problems. So I'm not gonna miss this kind of feeling that I cannot count with anyone. I have to count with myself. So just don't rely on people. You need to fight for yourself. But also there are some times that you need people. Sometimes it's hard to find these kind of people here in Japan.
Japanese people sometimes run around, not sometimes, always, they run around in circles
Right.
when they want to reject something or when they want to complain about something. They won't directly say it to you.
right.
They will never be straightforward. And sometimes I miss that from Spanish people, that we're very, okay, I'll tell you right away, like, I don't like this. But in Japan, it's like, oh, dayo this.
This is from my restaurant. They explained to you the basic things. Is you need to wash, I don't know, a plate, and you know how to wash a plate. Okay, it's very easy. They explain to you the way to wash the fucking dish. It's like, okay, you need to do this, okay, not the other way, and other things. It's like. You feel stupid. Sometimes you feel stupid. It's like, I can do basic things. I can skills. I have skills. Why do you need to explain to me like that? Like maybe it's like cultural. Like you need to do this way because it's on the I don't know. It's on the rules from the restaurant, on the rules from the company.
What I'm not gonna miss is probably handling like city hall and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
That's a pain. Like really hard to do that. Even if you know Japanese, I think it's very complicated.
It takes time for every single procedure, yeah.
Yeah, it does. Like they want your name many times and stuff like that. Many different paperwork, paper overall.
That's true.
Yeah.
So any advice for those who want to move to Japan, like not as a tourist?
So one piece of advice I could probably give is learning to say no at an early stage. And the reason why I say that, it's not just for your work, but also your personal life as well. And the reason why it's so relevant to Tokyo is one of the most intense cities to live in. There's so much going on, like constant, you're working full time, like you've got friends who like you're meeting with, like dinners, lunches, trips. There's so much to do that it's difficult to say, okay, I need a bit of time to myself. Are you here for a marathon or a sprint? If you're here for a sprint, 6 months, 1 year, you're going to have the best time. But if you're here for a longer time, 3-4 years, I think pacing yourself is really important. If you're sprinting from the get-go, you're going to burn yourself out. So that's just one piece of advice I can give. If there is another piece of advice I could give, it's to not undermine the value of a community. Build your community as quickly as you can over here. Tokyo can be a very lonely city sometimes. And if you have a community from the get-go, especially if you're part of the international community, it is such a vibrant, you meet so many interesting people, and it's such a tight community. And those are the people who will support you when you're, down and you're feeling lonely.
You are going to make a lot of foreign people because we are everywhere. Like you have international meetings in coffee shops or restaurants, and it's a very easy way to make friends.
Living here, you need to fight for yourself, kind of thing. Like you cannot rely on people. Japan is really expensive to live. So if you really want to stay here, you definitely need to speak Japanese for like daily conversations at least, if you really want to survive and get into the society. Because if you're not, it's really hard to get opportunities and also to, just get close to people. So I would recommend definitely come here, knowing some basic Japanese at least.
You can kind of break the boundaries and like feel more connected to other people. So yeah, learning Japanese is in my opinion, like a key point.
How do you think life would be different if you can speak Japanese here?
I would kind of feel more connected to the people around me if I can have just some, like even basic Japanese.
I know I made that mistake as well, not learning my Japanese. And I did struggle not to be able to talk to people. And, you know, I would have loved that. So definitely Japanese is a must if you're coming to Japan.
It's kind of hard to find Japanese people who feel comfortable communicating in English. So you should learn Japanese before moving here. And also be aware that Japanese snacks are very addictive, but they are not that healthy, so...
Right. Okay, thank you for watching so far. How was it? That was interesting. I actually interviewed lots of people who move in, started their life in Japan, but I think it's very important to know why some people actually leave Japan. And I wanted to make a meaningful video. So I hope this video will help you if you want to move to Japan or you're already in Japan and thinking moving back to your home country. Okay, anyway, thank you for watching. If you like this video, click the like button. Please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to follow my Instagram and TikTok. I upload short version of my videos there. And if you have any questions you want to ask people in Japan, please leave the comment too. See you next time.